Good morning, students. We are studying chapter 6, square and square root. Today we will study about square roots and we will find the properties of square roots. After that we will solve the question from exercise 6.3. We have already solved exercise 6.1 and 6.2. So today we will solve the questions from exercise 6.3, students. So first of all we will discuss about square root, student. Suppose this one is a square, student, and let area of this square is area of square is equal to 144 semi-square, student. To find out the length of its side, we have to find the square root of 144, square root of area of this field. So, length of side is equal to square root of 144. Clear, friend? To find out the length of this side, we have to find out the square root of area. Clear? So, area is 144 semi-square. So, what will be the length of one side of this square field, student? That will be square root of 144. It means square root of x, square root of 64. So, this sign denotes square root of. Clear, students? So, this sign is square root of and this one is square root of 9. Clear, student? So, to find out the length, we have to find out the number whose square is 144. Clear, student? So, the number whose square is 144 is the square root of this 144. Students, the inverse operation of addition is subtraction. Addition this one subtraction. This is inverse operation of addition, and inverse operation of multiplication inverse operation of multiplication is division, student. Similarly, square root is inverse of squaring the number. Clear, friend? Means square root is the inverse operation of squaring the numbers. Inverse operation, it means opposite operation. Opposite of addition, that is subtraction. Opposite of multiplication, that is division, student. Similarly, to find out the square root of any number, we have to find the inverse of squaring the numbers. So, square root of a number is the number whose square is that particular number. In this case, student, we have to find the number whose square is 144. So, if we find that number, so that number is the square root of this number. Clear, student? So, square root is an inverse operation of squaring the numbers. Now, we have to find out the square of first 10 numbers. After that, we will find the square root of 10 numbers, and after that we will find the properties of square roots. Now, we have to find the square of first 10 numbers. 1 square, it means 1 into 1, that is 1. 2 square, it means 2 into 2, that is 4. 3 square means 3 into 3, that is 9. 4 square, it means 4 multiplied by itself, that is 16. 5 square means 5 into 5 is equal to 25. 6 square, it means 6 into 6, that is 36. 7 square, 7 into 7, that is 49. 8 square, it means 8 multiplied by itself, that is 64. 9 square, it means 9 into 9 is equal to 81. 10 square, 10 into 10 is equal to 100. So these numbers are perfect square numbers, student, and we have to find out the square root of these numbers. So square root of 1 is equal to 1, because this number is square of 1, so square root of this number is 1, student. And square root of 4, it means 2, student. 4 is the square of 2, so square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 9 is equal to 3. Square root of 16, it is 4. Square root of 25 is equal to 5. Clear, student? Because 25 is the square of 5, so square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 36, that is 6. Square root of 49, that is 7. Square root of 64, that is 8. Square root of 81, that is 9, and square root of 100, that is 10. Clear, student? It means square root. Square root of 1, square root of 4, square root of 9, and so on. So the numbers whose square is this number is the square root of this number. Clear, student? This one 4 is the square of 2, so 2 is the square root of 4. Now we have to find the properties of square root. Properties of square root. From this table, student, in this there is some numbers missing, and those numbers are 2, 3, 7 and 8. So first property of a square root, that is a natural number having 2, 3, 7 and 8 at its unit place does not have a natural number as square root. Clear, student? If a number ends with 2, 3, 7 and 8, it does not have a square root as a natural number. And second property, that is, if a natural number ends with odd number of zeros, with odd number of zeros does not have a natural number as square root. Clear, student? From this observation, we find that if a natural number ends with odd number of zeros, it does not have a natural number as square root. And third property, the square root of an even number is even and that of an odd number is odd. The square root of an even number is even and that of an odd number is odd. This one is the fourth property, student, and this one there is a table that is unit digit of square number and unit digit of square root. And according to this table, student, unit digit is 0, then the square digit number will also be 0. Unit digit of square root number will be 0 also. And if unit digit of square number that ends with 1 or unit digit is 1, then the square root digit will ends with 1 or 9. If unit digit of square number is 1, then in square root unit digit will be 1 or 9. And if unit digit is 4, why 4, students? Because 2 and 3 in the numbers in which 2 and 3 at the last there will be no square root as a natural number. Clear, student? So we have left 2 and 3, 7 and 8. So 4, if the unit digit of a square number is 4, then in unit digit in a square root number that will be 2 or 8. If unit digit of square number is 4, then unit digit in square root that will be 2 or 8. And if it is 5, then unit digit square root in unit digit that will be 5. If it is 6, then in square root it will be 4 and 6, 4 or 6. If unit digit of square number is 6, then in square root the unit digit will be 4 or 6. If unit digit is 9, student, then in square root unit digit will be 3 or 7. Clear, student? This table is very important table, and with the help of this table we have to solve the questions from exercise 6.3, students. Now we have to find out how to find the square roots, student. So to find out square root of any number, we have to use 3 methods, student, and we will discuss about these 3 methods. first method is repeated subtraction method. Second one, prime factorization. And third one, that is long division method. Using these three methods, we have to find out the square root of a number, student. So, first of all, we will discuss about repeated subtraction method to find out the square root using repeated subtraction method. Clear, students? In the property of square numbers, we know that sum of first and odd number is equal to n square. So, 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. There are 4 numbers, student, starting from 1, and these numbers are odd numbers, and so it will be 4 square. Sum of these numbers will be 4 square. That is 4 square, it means 4 into 4, that is 16. Clear, friend? So, this one is 16. Sum of first n odd number is 16. 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 7, that is 16. So, using repeated subtraction method, we have to find the square root of 16, student. What will be square root of 16? So, we will use this repeated subtraction method. Clear, student? Inverse of this. So, that will be 16 minus 1 is equal to 15. This one first step. Now, 15 minus 3. Second number. We have to subtract second number. That is 12. Now, 12 minus third number, that is 5. This one 7. Now 7 minus fourth number, that is 7, is equal to 0. So, in how many steps we find 0, that will be the square root of this number. Clear, students? So, here 7 minus 7, 0. So, there is no number left and it is 0. So, this one first step, this one second step, this one third step, and this one fourth step. So, in 4 steps we find 0 here. So, square root of 16, that is 4. Clear, student? In how many steps we find 0, that will be the square root of the given number. Now, take another example, student. Find out the square root of 36. Clear, student? This one is 36. We have to find out the square root of this number using repeated subtraction method. Using repeated subtraction method, we have to find out the square root of 36. So, first of all, from 36, we have to subtract first number, that is odd number. So, it will be 35. This one is the first step. And in second step, 35 minus 3, second odd number, that is 32. In third step, 32 minus next odd number, that is 5. So, it will be 27, and 27 minus next odd number, that is 7, it is 20. So, 20 minus next odd number, that is 9, so it is 11, and 11 minus 11 next odd number is equal to 0. So in this step we find 0 here. So we have to count the steps. In how many steps it comes 0? So first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. In 6 steps it comes 0. So under root 36 is equal to 6. Clear, student? So using repeated subtraction method we can find square root of any number. But student, remember, this method is useful only for the small numbers. For greater number it is not useful. Now we will discuss about the second method, that is prime factorization method, to find out the square root of a number, student. Let a number that is 324 and we have to find out the square root of this number. It means square root of 324. So first of all we have to find the prime factors of this number, like this, student. 324, and first of all we have to divide it by the smallest prime number, that is 2. So 2 1 ja 2, 1 left, that is 12, 2 6 ja 12, 2 2 ja 4. Again it will be divisible by 2 because unit digit is 2 here. So this one after dividing 2, 2 8 ja 16, 2 1 ja 2. Now unit digit is 1 here, student, so this number is not divisible by 2. So we have to use the next prime number, that is 3. So 3 2 ja 6, 2 21, 3 7 ja 21. Again 3 3 9 ja 27. 9 is again divisible by 3. So this one 3 3 ja 9, and use this 3 again, 3 1 ja 3. So there are prime factors of the number, that is 324. So 324 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Now this one under root 324 is equal to under root 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Now we have to make pairs, student. So this one is the first pair, this one second pair, this one third pair. Clear, student? From each pair we have to take one number. Out of 2 we have to choose 1. So 2 into 3 into 3. So 2 3 ja 6, 3 ja 18. This is the square root of 324. Our square root of 324 is equal to 18. And this method is known as prime factorization method, student. In this method, first of all we have to find the prime factors of the number. After that we have to make the pairs of the numbers, and from each pair we have to choose one. That will be the multiplication or product of these numbers will be the square root of the given number. Now we have to take some more examples. Now we have to find out the square root of 6400, student. So it means square root of 6400. So we have to find the prime factors of 6400 first. So 6400, the unit digit is 0, students. So this number is divisible by 2. So after dividing it 2, 2 3 ja 6, 2 2 ja 4, 0 0. Again by 2, 2 1 ja 2, 2 6 ja 12, and this 0 0. Again by 2, this 2 8 ja 16, 0 0. 2 2 4 ja, this one 0. Again by 2 it is 200, and again by 2 it is 100, divided by 2, that is 50. Again by 2 it is 25. Now 25 is not divisible by 2. So we have to use the next prime number, that is 3. So this one 25 is not divisible by 3 because it is not a multiple of 3. So we have to use the next prime number, that is 5. So 5 5 ja 25, again by 5 it is 1. So prime factors of 6400 is equal to this one 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times, student. 2 into 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 2. This one 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair and 4 pair. 8 times into 5 into 5. This one the next pair. So under root 6400, it means under root this one 2 into 2 first pair, again 2 into 2 second pair, 2 into 2 third pair, this one 2 into 2 fourth pair into 5 into 5, this one is 12. So out of 2, out of a pair we have to choose 1, that will be the square root of this number. Clear, student? So 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5, and 2 2 ja 4, 2 ja 8, 2 ja 16 into 5. 16 5 ja 80. This one is the square root of 6400, or square root of 6400 is equal to 80. Clear, student? So using prime factorization method we can find the square root of any number. The third method is, that is long division method. So after exercise 6.3 we will discuss about the long division method, students. Now we will solve the questions from exercise 6.3, and the first question of exercise 6.3, that is, what could be the possible ones digit of the square root of each of the following? There are some numbers given, student. It is in your book. First number is 9801. Second number, that is 99856. Third number is 99801, and fourth number, that is last number of the question number first, that is 65766 and 025. Now we have to find out what will be the unit digit in square root of this number. So this number ends with 1, student. So there are two numbers possible. In square root of this number, unit digit will be 1 or 9. Clear, student? Because in properties of square root we find that if any number ends with 1, this one is the square number. So in square root that will ends with 1 or 9. And this one 6, in this it is 6, student. So there will be two possible digits in the square root of this number, that will be 4 or 6, and this number is again 1, student. So possible digit will be 1 or 9 in square root of this number, and in this the unit digit ends with 5. So in square root unit digit will be 5, student. There are the possible digits in square root of these numbers. Clear, student? Now question number second. Without doing any calculation, find the number which are surely not perfect squares. So students, numbers ending with 2, 3, 7 and 8, those numbers are not a perfect square number. First number is 153, so it is not a perfect square number because the unit digit of this number is 3. Second number is 257, and it ends with 7, means unit digit of this number is 7 student. So it is surely not a perfect square number. And third number, that is 408. Student, it is again not a perfect square number because the unit digit of this number is 8 here. And fourth number is 441. So student, this one is a perfect square number. Other three are not a perfect square number, it is sure. Now question number 3 student, find the square root of 100 and 169 by method of repeated subtraction. Now we have to find out the first part, that is square root of 100. This one question number 3 student, we have given the answer of first two questions. Now we have to solve the question number 3 and we have to find out the square root of 100 by repeated subtraction method. Clear student? This one repeated subtraction. Using repeated subtraction method, we have to find out the square root of 100. So first of all, you have to subtract 1 from 100. That is the first odd number student. So it will be 99. Again 99 minus 3, second odd number. So it will be 96. 96 minus 5, that is the third odd number. So it will be 91. And this one 91 minus 7, that is the fourth odd number. So it will be 84. Again 84 minus 9. So after subtracting 9 from 84, we find 75 here. After 75 minus 11, it will be 64. Now 64 minus 13, that is 51. Again 51 minus 15, it is 36. 36 minus 17, that is 19. Again 19 minus 19, that is 0. So at last we find 0 here. So we have to count the steps, student. This one first step, second step, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth and 10th. After 10 steps, we find 0 here. So square root of 100 is equal to 10, because in 10th step we find 0 here.